All leaders are great managers, but not all managers are great leaders. Have you heard this statement before? See, there is a major misconception that if someone has reached the manager level, they must be a natural leader. This is not true. There is a difference between a good manager and a good leader. Managing is all about planning and organizing, about controlling and problem solving, and about budgeting and staffing. Leadership, on the other hand, is about the ability to create a vision and to take people along on that journey. Leaders are individuals with an intense will and a tremendous humility. This just goes to show that all leaders go through the rite of passage of becoming a manager, but that doesn't necessarily mean that all managers turn into great leaders. Leaders have a set value system and a code of ethics that they adhere to. Leaders know what they want. Most importantly, leaders are not influenced by the circumstances. It is this behavior that sets the tone for the people that they lead. Furthermore, they have learned the art of communicating these values and establishing that code of conduct amongst those that they are leading. See, real leaders walk the talk. It is easy to give instructions and wait for others to take action, but real leaders show you how to do it. They lead from the front. Moreover, in grooming their people, they have an open and sincere relationship that they develop with their teams. They have a clear understanding of when their team needs encouragement and when they need to dole out tough love. And they do both with a composure that is a hallmark characteristic of great leaders. Great leaders understand that employees stay when they are, one, well paid. Salary is, after all, the most important single variable with regard to why we work. You cannot look at salary in isolation. You do have to consider several other factors, such as the work culture, your supervisor, the role that you will be playing, and the company. But salary does remain the single most important variable. Two, when they are mentored, helping an employee grow their skills, especially their soft skills, their interpersonal skills, is critical to them staying. Hard subject matter expertise is taught in school and college, but interpersonal skills, how we deal with the world around us, is unfortunately not addressed as much as it should be in the formal system of education. And leaders know how to impart this knowledge while you are on the job. Three, when people are challenged. Our growth only occurs on the boundary of support and challenge. If you have ever seen people exercise in a gym, or you have been to a gym yourself, then you understand that it's the last 2 or 3 reps when your muscles are failing that they are growing the most. To be challenged to failure is to grow. And employees want more than anything to grow. People do a lot for money, they do more for a good leader, and they do most for a belief. But when a leader is able to marry you to the belief, that is when you do even more. And to grow is a part of the very belief system of employees. Therefore, leaders know when to push you and help you break through to that greater potential that lives inside you. Four, people stay when they are promoted. You know that you are making progress when your responsibilities grow to handle ever greater complexity and scope. And employees who get promoted appreciate that they have at their place of work not just a job, but an actual career roadmap to a whole better life. And when someone deserves a promotion, the taste of this reward is hard to match. It is who we become in earning the promotion that is the real prize. And great leaders do justice to this growth. Leaders also understand you have to keep people involved. When an employee has the opportunity to provide input, they feel heard. They know that they belong and are part of a system that cares. Even if the eventual decision does not act on their input, the fact that their input is considered and that it is explained to them why the decision was taken in the manner that it was is a very heartwarming feeling. Leaders actively will ask for the opinion of what people on their team think. Six, when people are appreciated. A person who is appreciated will always do more than someone who is not. Appreciation tugs at the very social nature of our psychology. We do not care how much someone knows till we realize how much they care. High leadership is all about appreciating people with sincerity for their merit. It is not about being mean to keep them keen. It comes from a place of inspiration, not desperation. Great leaders know how to value people. See, when we are valued, it increases our own self esteem. It is at the heart of our personal worth. And while our worth does not come from the outside, when our contributions are acknowledged and when we are celebrated, our worth is impacted positively and we feel valued. Great leaders do this consistently, for they understand that a higher self esteem directly translates to a stronger team and greater productivity. Great leaders know how to bring people together on a mission. See, leaders know how to bring people together and work towards something that is greater than their individual selves. When people feel they are a part of something that serves a greater purpose, it talks to our immortality, it talks to our legacy. And it is the innate desire of each and every human being to make their mark felt. Leaders know how to empower people. The entire point of hiring smart people is to give them the tools they need to succeed and to get out of their way. Empowering people is setting them up for success, and it is critical that a leader have this conversation with their team members. Empowering means providing them with the resources and the authority to be able to create breakthrough impact. And leaders know how to demonstrate trust. See, trust is the foundation on which all relationships are built. And trust consists of a character side and a competence side. Character is made up of your integrity and your intent, and competence is made up of your capabilities and your results. Integrity is like the root of the tree, which needs to be healthy, and the intent is like the trunk of the tree. The branches are your capabilities and the leaves are your results. And only when you have all four of these elements in place will the tree produce the flowers and the fruit of true trust. Great leaders establish trust as a foundational baseline for their team dynamics. It makes people feel safe to speak up, which leads to them committing wholeheartedly. And only when you can hold them accountable do you get great results. These are the things that leaders do. True leaders understand that you cannot control people to do great things. They understand that they need to inspire their teams. There is a right time to offer guidance and opinions and advice, and they know when their teams need that the most. Let me give you an example. When the Indian cricket team won the World Cup in 2011, did you notice where MS Dhoni was walking during the victory lap? He was walking behind his team. Even though he had led the team to such a big win, he took no credit for it whatsoever. Good leaders never take the credit because they consider themselves the life force that powers the morale of the people who work for them. They take it upon themselves to be the keeper of that spirit. See, the point that I'm trying to make is true leaders understand that leadership is not about them, it is about those that they serve. They know it is not about establishing their superiority or proving their greatness, but about guiding others to achieve their full potential. One can only make a good general if one has the appreciation for what the soldier goes through on the battlefield. To know how a soldier stares into the challenges of the bullets, the bombs, the landmines, that is what makes a great general. Therefore, all leaders have been great managers, but not all managers go on to make great leaders because they do not develop that applied empathy to take on this role. Leaders practice applied empathy, which means not only do they have the ability to put themselves in the shoes of the other person to truly feel what the individual is going through, they also then follow up with actual help. Leadership is not just about empty words, it's about actions. One other quality of a leader that I would like to highlight is that they know the importance of being able to take a U-turn in case they have been wrong about a situation or a person or a decision. Leaders show this in action because they understand whose mistake is not more important than what is at stake. It is not about saving face, it is about having the courage to save everyone, even if they were the one who made the mistake. Leaders understand that it is not your intentions that will make a difference to a relationship. It is the expression of your intentions through your behavior that will make a difference to a relationship. At the same time, leaders know how to forgive and how to move on. They do not dwell on the problem and therefore will take the step to wipe the slate clean when one shows sincerely that they have learned from their mistake. They allow for this failing forward, not just for their own selves, but for everyone on their team as well. They play the role of being this responsible force in all of the roles in their lives because they understand it is not about what you can get, but it is all about what you give that matters. The fact is, everyone has room to grow as a leader, but in the end, it comes down to the same thing. It is about being loved, admired, and accepted for who we become on this journey to the top.